Composting is an entirely natural process. It's something that happens on the forest floors all around us. What we're doing is harnessing that process in our own back gardens, producing something that's rich, dark, perfect for our gardens to grow fresh fruit and vegetables and to mulch around shrubs. When positioning your compost bin, it's a good idea to have it somewhere easily accessible and convenient. Putting it out of sight generally means it's out of mind too, so you're less likely to use it. This compost bin here I've got on my patio just outside the back door, so we have to put in all of our fruit waste and all of our veg peelings, with the added mix of the rabbit bedding too. Now, like I said, this is on paving slabs. The ideal would be to put a compost bin onto bare earth. However, I've always said you could compost in the middle of a tarmac car park and the creatures will find their way there. So I'm always being asked what can and what can't be composted. So here are a few of those common things. First off, we've got citrus peel. So citrus peel is absolutely fine in a compost heap. Worms don't particularly like citrus peel, so they shouldn't really go into a wormery in an enclosed area, but in a compost heap they're absolutely fine. So we'll throw those in. Next up, we've got big rhubarb leaf. So the story here is poisonous plants. They're poisonous for us to eat, but they're not poisonous in the composting bin. So again, these are absolutely fine to go in. Last up, we've got a dandelion. So this is the perennial root category. I would keep these separate from the compost heap. I would put these in a separate bin, either a separate weed heap or into a dustbin, part filled with water, to drown them first. Once they're completely unrecognisable, then the sludge can go onto the heap. Now, through the spring, it's easy to get into a routine of cutting the grass and squeezing the grass clippings into your compost bin. After a while, this will start to smell and become sludgy because there's no air in the process. It's really important that you keep air within that composting process. So by adding egg boxes, kitchen roll tubes, those brown materials will help soak up the moisture from the grass clippings and keep air pockets within the bin. This will give you a good balance of green materials and brown materials. We're really looking for about a 50-50 mix of greens and browns. It's important to remember that the composting process takes between 12 to 18 months. You can speed the process up, but it takes more effort on your part. So that might be by turning the compost bin more regularly, turning it into different heaps, or getting air into the process by using a fork or a compost aerator. Now, this compost it's been in here about a year. I'm going to leave it a little bit longer before I use it in the garden.